For those of you who don't know me, I'm Sarah, and I've been friends with Jessica for about 10 years. I would first like to thank Jessica and Dominic's parents, who have shown endless generosity and love throughout planning this day. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Foljam. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Capice. And now, Jessica, I might cry if I make eye contact with you. I feel so incredibly blessed to have a friend like you. You are thoughtful, selfless, hardworking, and brilliant. I wish every teacher in the world could be like you, because everyone would know right from wrong, they would use grammar correctly, and they would have a kind soul to rely on. You have always been beautiful, but tonight you are absolutely flawless. Jessica and I were living together in Delaware when she met Dominic. It was an exciting time in our lives, and it only got better as I learned more about this brewer and his kingdom of percy. And it's truly like going to his own little kingdom when you visit Percy, because everyone knows him. He's got a guy for hair, he's got a guy for this, he's got everything down pat there. Dominic, I can't thank you enough for being the man that you are for Jessica. As your father said last night, you are a man of integrity. I know you'll keep Jessica safe and happy for a lifetime, especially because you're a good cook. And he's a really, really good cook. And lastly, I would like to mention the dance that you two did. It was classy, it was beautiful, and just like your life together, you're making every step count. So I would like everyone to raise their glasses for a toast. Cheers to making every step count for a lifetime.
Here, here. Thank you, sir. Now, if you'll pass that microphone to our best man, Mr. Matt DiStefano.
Unique New York. Yep, Unique New York. Good to go. We're on. Before I introduce myself, I just want to say, Jess, you look amazing tonight. Doesn't she look? She looks awesome. Dom looks all right, too. Let's be honest, we're not here to look at Dom, though. So, my name's Matt DiStefano. I've been friends with Dom a long time. I move around a bit, so I just came home for the wedding, and I was up in the attic. I was trying to figure out how long I've known Dom. It's been a long time. And I got up to the old yearbook, one of the middle school yearbooks, to find the year that I met Dom. And to be honest, actually, I don't even remember what the date was because I get distracted. I got distracted with looking at Dom's picture. I think it was 8th grade. I'm sorry, Dom, but he looked like Paul Pfeiffer from The Wonder Years. And I was like, I remember this. Sorry, Dom, it had to be said, man. So being as I'm the one who's standing between you and your meal or your next drink, I'll keep this short. I'm not going to talk about Dom the BMX biker or Dom the trials biker or Dom the hacky sacker, Dom the skateboarder or Dom the rugby player, Dom the speed racer. Actually, I was with Dom when he got his first speeding ticket in his sister's Chrysler New Yorker. He insisted that thing was turbocharged. Yeah, it was. What is it, $89 later? And he was upset about that, but yeah. Dom, the road trip buddy. Dom was always up for adventures. We took, who knew? We didn't know. We drove to Nova Scotia for a long weekend. It was 18 hours one way for a long weekend, but it was a good time. A lot of memories. In the winter. Yeah, and who knows how big Maine is? Wow. Yeah, it's actually, it started snowing on us, no crap. And then this one, what's this one say right here? Where my thumb's at?
Pole dancer.
Pole dancer, Dom, the pole dancer. Just a little quick story. He was visiting me. He came to visit me, and we were doing some traveling in Europe and in Edinburgh. We were out at a nightclub, and there was a pole dancing competition. And Dom's like, I'm getting in that competition. He should have won. In all fairness, his routine was the best. But the girl that beat him, she had a little more natural talent, we'll say. So it was rigged, but yeah, Dom the pole dancer. Dom the party host. I'm sure there's several people in here that visited his apartment in Percy. Sorry, Mr. Capice, earmuffs. He used to have a lot of parties at that apartment. It was a great time. You remember that time I say we, I had nothing to do with it. But that 40-ounce adult beverage got dropped from the third-story balcony onto your Camaro? Yeah. Yeah. Who was it? Yeah. Yeah, Nate, you were there. You know what I'm talking about. So one thing, what I haven't mentioned is Dom, how good of a friend Dom is. And I'm sure everyone here that knows Dom knows how good of a friend Dom is. Kind, honest, all the words that you can think of, all the words that have already been said encapsulate Dom Capice. When I graduated college in 2005, I got up and left. I moved away, traveled the world. Sometimes my job takes me away a bit. I'll be away for a year or more. And when I get back, Dom always makes it a priority to catch up. When we finally do get to catch up, it sounds cliche, but it's like I never left. The jokes are the same, and we still have the same mindset, always getting along, and that's something I really appreciate, to be able to just go away and live my life and come back, and that rock is still there at home for me, which I really appreciate, Dom. Mr. and Mrs. Capice, we went over this last night, but you guys should be proud. You raised a great man. And the word and actually Sarah stole it, I was going to bring it up. Mr. Capice used last night, integrity. That's the greatest way to describe Dom. Man of integrity, as an employer, as an employee, as a friend, as a citizen of our world, just a great human being, and you guys should be proud. You also know, I'm sure most of you know Jess, and Mr. and Miss Capice, you guys are now welcoming another strong woman into your family. Jess is a good chick. My favorite thing about Jess is Jess likes Dom, which means she's got good taste. These things are important. You look dapper tonight, so we gotta pad your ego a little bit. But Jess is a great woman, and those of you who know her know she's a teacher, an educator. It's something that takes a special calling. Educators don't get the respect or the compensation that they deserve, and I know Jess is dedicated to her work. A lot of late nights, and I hear from Dom. He complains about her. She's out all the time, and a lot of early mornings, making sure her kids are taken care of, which is commendable, especially when you're working at a tough school like Jess's. She's doing a great job, and Jess, I love you for that. Talking about Dom and Jess, these are two people that are very similar. They go above and beyond for their friends. They're dedicated and determined with their work, not only with their work, but for their love for each other. And you can see that, when you see them interact. And tonight, it's great to see. Dom's a bit of a perfectionist. He doesn't do anything half-cocked. He doesn't rush into anything. But when he finds something he likes, he makes the decision and he executes. And seeing these guys tonight, I know, Dom, you've met your perfect match. And I'm truly happy for you guys. Tricking my wife into marrying me 8 years ago was the best thing I've ever done. And I can tell you, Dom, in a decade from now, I think you guys are going to feel the exact same way. Marriage is a great thing, and I can't be happier with myself, and I cannot be happier for you guys tonight. So to Dom and Jess, I love you guys both.
Best man, Matt DiStefano. Thank you, Matt.